Hello and welcome to this video on the Cartoon Art Course for Talented Young People. I'm Charles Bernard and I founded the Online Art Academy. And now I have a new course that has been specifically designed for talented young people, in which I teach talented young artists the principles of drawing that can help them to improve their drawings. The first course that I started was the course on illustration called the Complete Illustration Art Course. And this course now is my second course, which teaches cartooning. So if you have young children, ages 12 and up, who like to draw, you might want to check out this course for them. Down below, there's a link to a sample video in which you'll see what these art lessons are like. I'm an illustrator. I paint paperback book covers for various genres, such as romance, mystery, science fiction, and fantasy. And I used to work for the Famous Artist School, which was one of the premier art schools of its time. It's no longer in existence, however. If you know anything about the Famous Artist School, you'll know that that school had some of the greatest illustrators as their guiding faculty members. And I used to work for the school in Westport, Connecticut, where it was located. I worked in their art department, and I was the youngest artist there. So in addition to being an illustrator, I also did graphic design work as well. And also, then later, I used to do the art instruction videos for some of the major art magazines, like, for example, Imagine FX and Advanced Photoshop. So I'm just telling you a little bit about me so that you know who I am and who created this course. And now let me show you some things about this cartoon course. What you see here is a textbook for the Famous Artists Cartoon course. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because I started a whole new course, a whole new art course, and it's a cartoon course based on much of what is in the textbooks for the Famous Artist Cartoon course, as well as on other courses on cartooning. When I was working at the Famous Artist School and I took their art course, I actually took all of their courses. I wanted to learn what was in all of the textbooks, since I did work on all of the textbooks, updating them along with other artists. So I became very familiar with what is in these textbooks, and I took some other courses on cartooning as well. One of the reasons for that is because in cartooning, everything is simplified. And when you've learned to simplify, that can then be carried over into more realistic looking illustrations. That will help you to simplify those more realistic illustrations, because you've learned how to simplify in cartoons. So what I've done is, what I know about cartooning as well as what I know about making more realistic illustrations, I've combined all of that knowledge into a course, and here is the home page for where you can order this course. And as you can see here, it says Cartoon Art Course for Talented Young People. Yes, this course has been specifically designed for young people, for kids 12 and up. So if you're a parent of a talented young person, someone who loves to draw and wants to learn more about drawing, how they can improve their drawings, then this is a course that can help your child to improve their drawings. This course came about because of art instruction videos that I did for Ellie. So therefore, I call this Drawing Lessons for Ellie. Ellie is a talented young person who loves to draw. With the help of Ellie's drawings, I was able to make these art instruction videos for kids. But it's not just for young kids. It's for young people 12 and up. Even young adults who love to draw will learn from these lessons on how to draw better. While the art lessons are about cartoons, what you learn in these art lessons, however, can also be applied to more realistic looking drawings as well. With these art lessons, you will learn how to simplify and how to draw cartoons, or even more realistic looking drawings of people, for example, since this whole course is mostly about learning how to draw people. Here you see some examples of Ellie's wonderful drawings, and here's another one. And this one I did to show you an example of the kind of cartoons you're going to see in these videos. With these art lessons, your child will be learning right along with Ellie on how to improve their drawings, how to draw cartoons, or, like I said, even more realistic looking drawings as well. Now, the course costs $80, and you just make one payment. This is not a subscription. One payment of $80, and you and your child have access to all of these 23 art instruction videos. For as long as you want, you can access them anytime you want, anywhere you want. For as long as you want, since there is no time limit. If you want to see a sample video, there's a link down below that will take you to that sample video, and you'll see some of the art lessons. This course for talented young people will teach your child about figure drawing, faces, form, shapes, line, proportions, color, design, and more. There's a tremendous amount that your child is going to learn about drawing. So if your child decides that they want to become an artist, they're going to be way ahead of others who started much later to learn about drawing, to learn the fundamentals of drawing, which this course teaches, but specifically how to draw the figure, which is so important if your child decides to become an illustrator or a concept artist, work for video games or for the movies. They will have gotten a head start on learning and have a much better chance of getting a job earlier in life as an artist. The course doesn't just teach figure drawing, it also will teach your child how to draw faces, characters, and about color, like it says here, and design. This is a course unlike any that you're going to come across that has been specifically designed for kids, and especially at a price like this, only $80, and your child gets an art education for that amount. This is a structured art course, so your child knows where to start. They start here, part 1. Then, after learning what's in part 1, they go to part 2, and then part 3, and so on, all the way to part 23. They know where to begin, and they know where they're going to end. Now, this is a page from the textbook for cartooning for the Famous Artist School course, and I'm showing you this because on this page you see how the cartoon course teaches drawing a figure, like you see here. So that's the figure, but you need to know how to construct the figure. And right here in the mirror, you can see that the figure has been constructed with basic forms. And that's how I'm going to be showing students how to construct their figures. So here, for example, you see the oval of the head, then the upper torso has this form here, like that. The arms, they're made of cylinder forms, something like that. Then there's the lower torso down here. And I'm going to show you a page that I did, on which you'll see a sample of the kind of art instruction I'm going to be giving on how to construct the figure using basic forms, just like you see here that the Famous Artist Cartoon course taught. Now here I want to show you how I teach drawing the figure. And the way I do that is with these basic forms of the figure. Using these basic forms, an entire figure can be constructed, like in this example. There are some drawings on this page that you can see right here and here that Ellie did, and here underneath my drawing and over here. So as you can see, what I've done is I've drawn right over Ellie's drawings with these basic forms, and I'm giving her some suggestions on how she can improve the drawings of her figures by using these kind of basic forms to draw the figure with. Now here I want to show you a screenshot from one of the art lessons. And this wonderfully drawn mermaid was done by Ellie. See, she signed her name down here. I was very impressed when I saw this drawing that she did. There's an elegance here and a sophistication that gives great appeal to this drawing. I find it remarkable that Ellie was able to do such a wonderful drawing at her young age. So your child learning from these art lessons will see more of Ellie's wonderful drawings throughout the art course. And on this side here, you see a drawing that was done by one of the Walt Disney artists. So I'm using this drawing to teach Ellie something about line. And here's another screenshot from another lesson. And again, you can see a wonderful example of Ellie's art here. And for this lesson, I was teaching her something about shape. I was teaching her something about what is called framing. So when you look at this shape here, you see that that shape wraps around or frames this light shape here. And that idea of framing was applied over here to her drawing, where you see the hair shape being framed by the dress shape like that, which helps to make this dress shape here more interesting, because the hair shape is cutting into the shape of the dress, similar to what you see over here, where this shape, the white shape, is cutting into this shape here. So you see, these are the kind of art lessons that Ellie is learning from, and it is these kind of art lessons that your child will be learning from as well, right along with Ellie throughout the entire course. And now back to the home page for the Cartoon Art Course for Talented Young People. And you can find the link to the website down below, where it says Cartoon Art Course for Talented Young People. Or the other link where it says down below, Sample Video for Talented Young People. If you have kids that love to draw, you might want to consider getting this course for your kids. Watch the sample video along with your kids, and if they're excited about wanting to learn from these art lessons, then you might want to get the course for them.